Hey guys, it's Mike023 here, and welcome to the third episode of the Creepypasta rings. Now, sorry if I haven't been doing this, and to be honest, this is my fourth upload for today. But yeah, we're just gonna read. I'm gonna read this story. So if you guys do enjoy this creepypasta reading, like, subscribe if you know, I appreciate. So this creepypasta is called Pokemon Black. So let's get into this. All right. I'm what you could call a collector of bootleg Pokemon games. Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, etc. It's amazing the frequency with which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're generally fun, even if they are unplayable, which they often are. The mistranslations and poor quality makes them unintentionally humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones that I've played online, but there's one that I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. Here's a picture of the cartridge, and in case anyone recognizes it. Unfortunately, when I moved 2 years ago, I lost the game, so I can't provide you with any screen caps. Sorry. The game started with the familiar Nidornio and Gengar intro of Red and Blue version. However, the press start screen had been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon did not cycle through. It also said Black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting new game, the game started the Professor Oak speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was essentially Pokemon Red version. Selecting your starter, if you looked at your Pokemon, you had an additional Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. Another Pokemon, Ghost. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprite of the ghosts that are encountered in Lavender Tower before obtaining the Slith Scope. It had one attack, Curse. I know that there is a real move, Curse, but the attack did not exist in Generation 1, so it appeared it was hacked. Defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It would only say they were too scared to move. When the move Curse was used in battle, the screen would cut to black. The cry of the defending Pokemon would be heard, but it was distorted, playing at much lower pitch than normal. The battle screen would reappear and the defending Pokemon would be gone. If used in battle against a trainer, when the Pokeballs representing their Pokemon would appear in the corner, they would have one fewer Pokeball. The implication was that the Pokemon died. What's even stranger is that after defeating a trainer and seeing Red receive $200 for winning, the battle commands would reappear again. If you selected Run, the battle would end as it normally does. You could also select Curse. If you did, upon returning to the overworld, the trainer sprite would be gone. After leaving and re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer had been would be replaced with a tombstone like the ones at Lavender Tower. The move Curse was enabled in all instances. It would fail against Ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if it was used against trainers that you would have to face again, such as your rival or Glovany. It was usable in your final battle against them, however. I figured this was the gimmick of the game, allowing you to previously uncapture ghosts, and because Curse made the game so easy, I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after defeating the Elite Four. After viewing the Hall of Fame, which consisted of ghosts and a couple of Pokemon I used for HMs, the screen cut to black. A box appeared with the words "many years later." It then cut to Lavender Tower. An old man was standing, looking at tombstones. You then realize this man was your character. The man moved at only half of your normal walking speed. You no longer had any Pokemon with you, not even Ghost, who up to this point had been impossible to remove from your party through depositing in the PC. The overworld was entirely empty. There were no people at all. There were still the tombstones of the trainers that you used Curse on, however. You could go pretty much anywhere in the overworld at this point. though your movement was limited by the fact that you had no Pokemon to use HMs, and regardless of where you went, the music of Lavender Tower continued on an infinite loop. After wandering for a while, I found that if you go through Diglett's cave, one of the cuttable bushes that normally blocked the path on the other side is no longer there, allowing you to advance and return to the Pallet Tower. Upon entering your house and going to the exact tile where you start the game, the screen would cut to black. Then a sprite of a Caterpie appeared. It was replaced by the Weedle and then the Pidgey. I soon realized as the Pokemon progressed from Rattata to Blastoise that these were all the Pokemon that I had used Cursed on. After the end of my rival's team, a youngster appeared, and then a bug catcher. These were the trainers I cursed. Throughout the sequence, the Lavender Tower was playing, but it was slowly decreasing in pitch. By the time your rival appeared on the screen, it was little more than a demonic rumble. After cut to black, a few moments later, the battle screen suddenly appeared. Your trainer sprite was now in that of an old man, the same one as the one who teaches you how to catch Pokemon in Verdian City. Ghost appeared on the other side, along with the words, "Ghost wants to fight." You couldn't use items, you had no Pokemon. If you tried to run, you couldn't escape. The only option was to fight. Using fight would immediately cause you to use struggle, which didn't affect Ghost, but did chip off a bit of your own HP. When it was Ghost's turn to attack, it would simply say, eventually when your HP reached a critical point, Ghost would finally use Curse. The screen cut to black a final time. The screen, and regardless of the buttons you pressed, you were permanently stuck in this black screen. At this point, the only thing you could do was turn off the Game Boy. When you played again, new game was the only option. The game had erased the file. I played through this hack game many times, and every time the game ended with this sequence. Several times I didn't use Ghost at all, though he was impossible to remove from the party. In these cases, it did not show any Pokemon or trainers and simply cut to black to the cinematic battle with Ghost. I'm not sure what the motives were behind the creator of this hack. It wasn't widely distributed, so it was presumably not for monetary gain. It was being done for bootleg. It seems he was trying to convey a message, though it seems I am the sole receiver of this message. I'm not entirely sure what it was. The inevitability of death, the pointlessness of it. Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly inject darkness into the childhood's game. Regardless of this children's game has made me think, and it has made me cry. Alright guys, so that was Pokemon Black Creepypasta. This was a short one, to be honest. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy this video. Like, subscribe if you're new. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys. I hope I don't upload a 5th episode today.